Well, boys lacrosse would look to quickly forget their overtime loss to Brookline as they would face the struggling Norwood Mustangs here at Sprague Field on Tuesday. Opening quarter, Raiders jump out with two quick Brendan Conroy goals before Kyle McHugh scoops up the ground ball with the tip of his stick and finds the net somehow. 2-1 Mustangs is the deficit. Wellesley would then widen their lead to 3 goals here at 4-1, but again, Norwood stays on pace as Jake Smeltzer whips it low past Teddy Darcy, and the Mustangs cut it to 4-2. In the second quarter, Norwood's hopes of keeping this anyone's game here doesn't last long, as Raiders have other ideas. And with this team loaded with offense, it's Kevin Ward who steps up this time, driving the ball into the cage on this score, and then there's quick stick goals, A beauty here in mid-air. That fantastic score by Kevin Ward puts Wellesley up 7-2. Raiders offense continues to heat up as Carter Huff then makes it look too easy, helping Wellesley pull away even further here, 10-2. So the third opens up with Wellesley in command for sure, 11-4. And Carter Huff's second score here would be the story of just how the rest of this game would go. And Mustangs just can't stop this Raiders attack. Wellesley would easily crush Norwood by the final. Raiders 18, Mustangs 5. Well, the gloomy, rainy weather would continue here on Wednesday at Lee Field, as Raiders softball would be coming off a 2-game winning streak on the road, hoping to get in this matchup with the Dedham Marauders before the rain would come pouring down. But with only a 15% chance of rain, we should be good, right? Top of the first, starting pitcher Julia Pearl gets into some early trouble here. Nobody out, second and third, and already holding a 1-0 advantage, Dedham's Christina Maloof just absolutely crushes this pitch deep to center. 2 more runs score on a triple by Maloof, and it's 3-0 Marauders. Julia Pearl would then get a key strikeout here to end this Dedham's rally, but not before 4 runs come across the plate in this inning. Still down 4-0, it's bottom of the second, and Raiders get a key player back in their lineup as Captain Elizabeth Heffernan is back from an injury. Heffernan wastes no time and gets this inning going, connecting on an opposite field bloop single. Julia Pearl then rips it right back up the middle, and it's Raiders on first and second, nobody out. Quick double play would then make it 2 outs here, and Heffernan still standing at second base. But Sam Simon's fly ball would drop in for the RBI single, driving in Heffernan, and it's now a 4-1 deficit for Wellesley. After that 4-run first, Julia Pearl would pitch solid into the 4th inning until Dedham threatens another rally. And Christina Mitchell would be safe on this grounder as the throw to first is too low and gets away, allowing Emirata to score. It's now 5-1 Dedham. Olivia Hunter would come in relief of Pearl, just needing 1 pitch to get the third out and out of this jam. Bottom of the 4th, still Raiders down 5-1. After getting 2 quick outs, Wellesley has something going here. Back-to-back hits by Julia Pearl and Elizabeth Dew and a walk load them up with Raiders. But Meg Peckham gets Sarah Farnsworth to take the first pitch. She grounds to third for an easy tag. Dedham somehow gets out of the inning unscathed. That's when the rain starts pouring down here in the 5th, and that clearly starts to affect the pitching. After Olivia Hunter walks the first 2 batters, Sam Bodette drives in another RBI with this very deep single. And now leading 6-1, Dedham continues to pull away here. So we go to the bottom of the 6th, downpours continue, and it's now 8-1 Dedham. And so after Meg Peckham retires Julia Pearl on a called 3rd strike, the game would then be called in this rain-shortened 6 innings. Tough loss here as Raiders bats struggled against solid pitching on the mound by Meg Peckham. But Wellesley will be on the road at Medway before coming back right here on Friday as Braintree comes to Lee Field. But now this one goes down as an 8-1 loss to Dedham. At 4-3 and riding a 3-game winning streak, it would be yet another cold, rainy day here at Sprague for girls lacrosse. But while the temperature was freezing, Raiders offense was on fire here on the turf as they faced their next opponent, the Braintree Womps. Opening quarter, this may start out close as Wellesley quickly builds a 2-0 edge off goals here by Kaylin Tchaikovsky and Sophie Vernon. But with a man-up advantage, the 8-3 Womps look to quickly strike, and Grace Reynolds scores to cut the deficit to 2-1. And then maybe leaving a little early on this restart, Katie Yaxter nets the equalizer, and we're tied up at 2 apiece. The Raiders would quickly take control, scoring 4 unanswered before the Womps would call a timeout. Sparking that 4-0 run would be a great play here as Sophie Vernon draws 3 defenders away, feeding it to Kylie Noonan, who buries it. Seconds later, Sophie Vernon again with a key assist as Grace Ahonen goes high-low and just gets far side corner net. And that is how we've got a 6-2 lead for Wellesley. Kylie Noonan would then strike for the Hattie already in this first half right here. And that gives Wellesley an 8-3 lead heading into the final period. So the Raiders would start right where they left off as Sophie Vernon goes sidearm for the score here, and then back-to-back restart goals by Caitlin Tchaikovsky widens this Wellesley lead to 12-3. The Womps defense behind goalie Molly Devlin cannot stop the consistent offensive attack by Wellesley here. And Raiders get a huge help offensively with this Hattie by Sophie Vernon and 4 goals by Kylie Noonan and Caitlin Tchaikovsky. So what started out as a close game quickly changed into a dominating all-around attack by Wellesley, as the Raiders' offense scorched Braintree for 15 team goals, and Wellesley wins by the final 15-5 over the Womps. And with their 4th win in a row, the Raiders will look for that momentum to stay with them, as their next back-to-back home games will be against powerhouse Needham and Newton North. But for now, at 5-3, let's just enjoy a solid 10-goal victory over Braintree. But we're just about halfway through this exciting spring season. Stay right here with Wellesley Media as we keep you covered with all Raiders sports. If you missed any games or highlights, check us out on demand at wellesleymedia.org, our YouTube and Facebook pages at Wellesley Public Media, and right here on Comcast 9 and Verizon 39.